Hello, everybody. Laura back again. Finally got my hands on the size crochet hook that I needed. I now have 3 size J crochet hooks handy. So hopefully I won't lose these like I lost all the others, which I'm pretty sure I'll find when I start going through the bags of unfinished. Yes, that would be Laura. You know, I've just learned to live with it. I don't finish everything I start. Sometimes I tear them out. Sometimes I give that yarn away even. Done that before. Hello, Sue. Hello, Lynette. Thank you for being here, ladies. Appreciate it. And I got another K as well. I bought a package that had a J and a K in it, and a package that had 2 J's in it. They're all from the same company, so all my J's are red. So that might help me keep track of them. That's how I used to remember my favorite one, because it was purple. It had purple handle. I had 2 sets of those. Can't find either one of them. I believe that was the eyes, 5 millimeter, because these are oh no, 5.5. Excuse me. My purple eyes are 5.5, and the J is 6. So that's where I kept messing up my names and my numbers. Sorry, I have a little snack. Is that your special K? Yeah, exactly. I think my new K is I think it's purple, a light purple. Let me go get it. Sorry about the fan. I had to turn it on because it's just too warm in here. It's been raining. So here's my other J that came with the first one. And then my second pack, the J is red, but it has red up here. Let me see if I can get it out of the bag. I had problems with the first one and tore the first bag. I suspect I'm going to have the same problem with this one. I can't even get this one apart. Anyway, this is the new K right here. You probably can't see it because it looks white to me in the screen, but it is a light lavender purple. And then the aluminum is also purple. So yeah, I got myself some of those. They came faster than actually waiting to go to the store would have come. So hey, it is what it is. I've now changed my life over. You promised not to hide them. Thanks. I have now changed my life over. So I now order. I'm now going to be ordering from my warehouse store every week. Not as much as I bought this week, or I should say last week. And I will be getting from my big box store. I will be going to my big box store at least twice a month because I like to go look. Hi. As well as buy. And the other 2 weeks, the big box store will, I'll have that delivered. Hopefully that'll work out. And then I also have my local grocery chain, and I actually got an order from them this morning, so I don't have to go without my favorite pop. Ginger ale. Okay, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you going to sit? I'm not working on a blanket. You can sit in my lap. Excuse me, my nose is dripping. Didn't think my dinner was that warm. Guess it was a little bit, though. I didn't add any extra pepper this time. Usually I do. Excuse me there, everybody. Just wipe it so it doesn't drip all the time. Okay, that's better. Hi. Hi, Vivi. Hi, pretty girl. Yeah, you're okay. You're okay. So anyway, I did get started on this new project that I wanted that's J for. Whoop, almost lost my papers. Oh, I think I lost that one. You gonna go get it? She's not a dog. She doesn't fetch things when they fall. Darn it, doesn't work that way. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I bump you with my elbow? So I did have dinner, but I wanted some snack too, huh? So you'll have to forgive me, right? Mumble, 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 and crunch, crunch, crunch. Up, what are you doing? Put your butt down. Put your butt down. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I'm making this one top. I was talking to my oldest and said to him that he could use his flash drives to come visit me from Florida. Oh, that's good. Yep, that's good. So I'm making this top. Okay, now she's getting out of my lap. And I did get it started. So I got my chain. And I got it all counted out. I got my little light bulb stitch hook, stitch markers. There we go. Put it together in my head. So I'm working on that. And I'm remembering how to do my half double crochets and not pull too tight because I can be a very tight crocheter. I don't understand why, but I tend to pull on the yarn too hard. All right. Oops, that's the wrong page. I need the directions up. That's the problem I'm finding with clothes and other shaped objects and with really hard knitting. Like you remember that the shawl I did? It's supposed to be a big round moon circle. That's the word I'm looking for. And then you fold it in half to wear it. And mine's really way smaller than I thought it would be. And yeah, and I still used up too much yarn and it's knit. Anyway, I'm almost done with it. I just need to sit down. I need to have peace and quiet, no TV, no music, except maybe from my neighbor down below, and no cat disruptions. Excuse me. And I might be able to get that thing finished, but it came out way smaller than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be this big, giant, and I don't knit tight. I knit really loose, so I don't know what happened. Anyway, I don't want to pull it out right now. Excuse me, the bubbles are getting to me. But anyway, I am working on this new top. That other one I've still got going. As far as I know, it's going to be okay, but I might have to do a different color on the top half. So it might just be that beautiful blue on the bottom and then a different color on the top half. And if that happens, then that happens. This one's going to be the same way. It's going to be 3 colors in order to have enough yarn to do it. And this is not 100% cotton because it's the Just Cotton from Premier, which is 85% cotton and 15% polyester. Nice thing about that is, you know, polyester can keep the top together, right? I have a small tufted footstool that has lost some buttons, so I thought that if I got the right size of vintage glass strength buttons to fix it. Oh, yeah, you are amazing with what you figure out. I mean, I know to some people I am too, but to some people. But yeah, you're amazing what you figure out how to do. No, something's not right. I think I forgot to do something on that last stitch. Give me a second. Okay, it's a half double crochet. So you start like this, you go through there, you pick it up, they have 3. Okay, I did do it right. And then you go through all 3. It just doesn't look right for some reason. but hopefully I will work it out. If I don't work it out within a couple of stitches, then hopefully it'll work itself out, or it's just going to look funny at the bottom of my shirt because I want to get something done. I don't want something that takes forever. Okay, that looks more right than that other one did. I don't know why that stitch looks wrong. Oh, I got my movie that I had ordered, and those of you who are around my age will recognize the name. Some of you might even recognize it, even if I say it now. I bought an old sweater at the secondhand store just for the buttons. Oh, yeah, I understand that. But you know, when they were oh, they're so expensive now. But when they were less expensive, it didn't matter. You could buy sweaters and cut them up and turn it into yarn. Recycle, upcycle, all those good words. But I understand that. The thing is to find the buttons and get a really long needle. Well, yeah, but you also need a curved needle, don't you? In order to be able to get through the button and then through the tufting, the material, in order to sew the button on. Or wait, or is it the kind of button that has the little bottom underneath? You just have to go through it. Well, that would still be a half circle needle, would make it so much easier to do that. I remember when my mom used to do some upholstery, we had a lot of different kinds of needles around. Uh, she only did, see, a family chair, which I don't remember where it came from. And then she redid the pull-out couch. Oh, I forgot the middle of the step there. Huh, huh, huh. Pull a bed out of it. I can't think of the right word. Possibly a curved needle, yeah. But they're a curved needle, and they're like a half moon, maybe a little bit more than a half moon in order to. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Um, so yeah, my grandmother had done some upholstery, and so she and my mom talked things over, and they decided on the material and everything, and then my mom. Whoops, that's a double crochet, Laura. You're supposed to be doing a half double crochet, Laura. I can't talk and crochet at the same time tonight. Anyway, so I got this movie that I had purchased. It finally showed up, so I watched half of it Friday night. And now that one doesn't look right. It looks like it did. I don't know what is going on. My stitches don't look right. Okay, it's the start of the double crochet. You go through, pull one through, pull through all three of these, dink, dink, and dink. That stitch looks better, but it's still too small. So anyway, the movie that I got was Hard to Hold with Rick Springfield. And he did get a couple of songs to get some good, I shouldn't say airplay, but did get some good play. Uh, I don't, I'm not sure because I haven't checked, but I don't think, I think only one of them got onto the American charts. I could be wrong on that. It might be more than that. But anyway, worldwide, I guess the man was more of a phenomenon than I realized. The remaining buttons are fabric covered ones, but I think glass ones are a good replacement. Okay, gotcha. So I enjoyed that movie. Watched half of it Friday night, watched the other half on Saturday. And yeah, I enjoyed it. Um, wasn't the best movie that came out in 1984, but then I don't remember a lot of movies from 1984 because I was in college. I didn't have money to go to the theater. The ones I remember from that era are the ones that my family would borrow at Blockbuster that we would watch when I went home. Otherwise, it was just TV at school. But anyway, let's see if I can show it. If I do it like this, maybe I can show you what I'm doing this way. I think I already told you I have the fan on, so I'm starting the fan. And I have already eaten dinner, but I'm still kind of got the munchies, so I brought some snack with me. Yeah, I think I've caught you all up. I was still in Australia in 1984. Yeah, I don't know what part of 1984 the movie came out during, but the first half of 1984 was my second quarter at college, and the second half on the other side of summer. Um, what about making some from clay? Oh, that's a good idea. The second half of 84 would have been the beginning of my sophomore year of college. So I have, I believe, 16 done. I should have probably recounted these instead of just believing that I'd done them on the 20th one all the way across. Oh well. It's an interesting idea, but sadly I'm not that talented. It's raining. Oh, yes. Well, it's been doing that off and on since about 3 o'clock today. Raining. That's why it's so humid in my apartment. That and I was sort of wearing my winter lounge pants, and I'm like, why am I so hot? I look down and I'm like, well, that would be why. So I got out of those. Changed. Like, okay, it's too hot in here for these things. But all's well at the moment. Anyway, whoops, nope, don't do that. That negative. Double crochet. There we go. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do when I get gone for that week in June because it's almost May, so I got to figure that out because it's going to be over a weekend that I'm going to be gone. So if I sit down and play with the videos that I have on my phone and actually put them together, what I might do is put that on and have it premiere that weekend that I'm going to be gone. Or the one I'm thinking of anyway. I took a lot of video last year. I really need to get rid of some of it. I was thinking, I was thinking, oh no, I'll put this up on my channel. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, no, maybe I better not do that. It was the Christmas lights parade, and everybody had their name and their city and state zip codes on the sides of their trucks and the business names. And I realized later, no, I probably shouldn't put that up. Maybe stringing some glass beads together in a cluster to make a button, or it look like a button anyway. That's a pretty cool idea. Of course, it's a, what does she call it? A tufted, low tufted footstool. Shank buttons. Okay, you were talking about the ones I would thought about. At first, I thought of buttons with holes in them. Then I realized you're probably going to do the other kind with the shank. Yeah. Okay, so I wasn't wrong. I mean, I wasn't not reading. I was actually reading. That is an interesting idea. Well, whatever you do, Sue. Hi, Suzanne. Thank you for being here. Whatever you do, Sue, it'll still be unique. It'll be unique because you'll have done something to try and replace the buttons that are missing. And whatever you end up with, I'm sure it'll look amazing. Hi, Cool Gamer. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you coming. Whoops. Wasn't supposed to say that word. Oh, well. You can all laugh at me now. I haven't said that word on my channel in a while. My head's hurt. So I need to go back to crocheting because then they hurt less. Both of my sisters bought the footstool for me when I left for America. It was made in Tasmania. Ah, that makes sense too. So it's a one-of-a-kind piece in this country, that's for sure. And you're just going to make it even more so by trying to fix it up. Okay, that looks right. Okay, there we go. So I'm going back to doing my half double crochets, which yes, I have to look at them so I don't accidentally turn them into double crochets. So I'm getting there. So that's 26. No, that's 24. And so when I get through that, I'll have 44. And then I got to get the rest of the way through. Yes, it is. I'm having problems with the other one. I sort of just need to sit in a quiet room and crochet the other one. I feel like I'm not reading things properly, and then I end up pulling out 2 or 3 rows and redoing them and thinking, well, I think this is right now. Then I look at it later and I'm like, that doesn't look right. So yeah, I wanted to do something else, something that might not be quite such a challenge. And I know most of this one I'll be able to do um, on a bouncy bus. Because that's when I do most of my crocheting in the morning when I go on the bouncy bus, and in the evening when I come home on the bouncy bus. And even when I go to the chiropractor and come home on the bouncy bus, been there, done that. But that's my crochet time. I'll talk with the bus drivers or I'll talk with the other people on the bus if I'm comfortable with them. If I'm not, then just sit there and crochet or knit and I did start my mittens, but I ran into problems on that. I don't know if it's me or if it's the pattern I chose. I really don't. But I think I did it wrong and I don't want to pull it all out back down to that point and then try and do it right again. I just want to stop in from I want to stop it from fully disintegration. I have this funny little thing over the end of the word, so I'm not sure I'm even disintegrating. Oops, I have an itch. There we go. Well, you can't see it, but you're looking at the back side. But it's actually coming out pretty more uniform than I thought it would. Can't blame you there, Sue. Yeah, especially if it was given to you when you left. I get it. I cooked some more today so that I've got. I never had lunch today. Oh, no wonder I was so hungry at dinner time. It doesn't help that I'm very sentimental. I don't blame you. I was thinking the same thing this afternoon about myself. Oh, that's what I was saying. I got the rice done to go with the Chinese. Why is this looking backwards? Like it's twisted. Because I can see the loop right there. Anyway, I have got the songs from Hard to Hold just running through my head, basically on a nonstop loop. I think before I hit the bed tonight, I'm going to have to figure out how to at least get the one song that won't stop going through my head onto my phone. So I'm going to play it over and over and over until I get sick of it. Sometimes it takes a lot of playing. Excuse me. One song for me to get sick of it. I feel like I'm doing the wrong part of the stitch here. That's definitely not the right part of the stitch. That's definitely wrong. So it's that part that I have to pick up. Okay, that looks more correct. There we go. 24. So, yeah, I kind of went down memory lane last night. I looked up Rick Springfield's videos of him singing on YouTube, and I picked a bunch and put them in my music video um, playlist. There we go. Okay. My oldest helped me to download a Dolly Parton little known album. Very good. I was thinking about picking up a couple of albums on MP3s, downloadable MP3s. I just didn't. I mean, I don't. I helped my kid do it one time, a couple of times actually. Music that the child wanted. I paid for it, bought it, downloaded it, and then we moved it over to his phone or his computer. I don't remember which. So it's in my account. So I have bought music if I want it, ever want it. So and downloaded some music I found on the Internet Archive. Some music there can only be played. Some can be downloaded. Oh, I'll have to look. That sounds like fun. Well, I have a really quick way that I can get the song that is running through my mind constantly since I saw the movie. And I definitely will watch that movie over and over and over and over. I mean, come on. Who, who, female wise, wouldn't want to watch Rick Springfield run around in a towel? Ah, all these years later. Ah, and it wasn't even the now Rick Springfield, it was the then Rick Springfield. Oh my, I tell you, I did not watch that one twice. I should have. I should have backed it up and watched it again. Anyway, we all have our taste in music, in artists, singers, art actors, and other types of performers, and it's my opinion that they all have their niche market. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say that anybody's wrong because they don't like who I like. Good grief. We're all different. We all have our things. You guys all know what one of mine is. Unicorns. Wish I had my unicorns, but I put them in a box and put them in the storage unit. And I'm still here. And I'm still here. Search for the name of artist followed by Internet Archive in Google to get started. The Internet Archive is huge. Yeah, I'll bet it is. That would be pretty awesome. My taste in music is very eclectic. So is mine. I go from musicals to 50s to Elvis to bubblegum pop from in the 70s to disco in the 70s to some more bubblegum pop kind of music. I never went really too hard. I never went really into hard rock. I did I did go a little bit like I liked this one song or that one song or this one, but I didn't really like anything else that they did. Just a couple of songs that were just a little bit more than what I normally liked, but that's why I liked it because it was close to what kind of music I liked. And that one can fit into, well, okay, we'll bring you into Laura's music, okay, we'll bring you into Laura's music. Yeah, and there are a lot of those single ones, excuse me, out there that I like. But the only thing I don't listen to is opera. I got to go to an opera and I found that absolutely incredibly amazing. Now I don't sit at home and listen to opera. I don't have any opera. But a live opera was amazing. I didn't understand a word they sang, but they had screens up on the walls or down underneath, or I don't remember exactly how it was. So you could sort of watch the action and you could read the words in English, so you had a clue what they were singing about, and you could watch the actions on the live stage. It was pretty amazing. But I don't listen to opera. I do, however, and I miss it very much. I don't have that much on a CD, but I do miss some of the classical music that I used to listen to. And all of my musical taste, uh, almost all of it. I mean, there was some that followed me through up until what, 12, 13, somewhere in there. But almost everything that I enjoy stems off of something from that period in my life, except for where it came from little pockets as I grew up to that point. Um, See, I had the Three Tenors album, pretty much the only opera related stuff I have listened to. I like Empty Chairs from, I can't say it, but I know which one it is. I think that's the one I went and saw live performance in Omaha. So yeah, I mean, I even like to go to the orchestra, the Sioux City Orchestra when I get the chance. And yes, I just told you where I live, but I think I've told you many times before. So I listened to Elvis Presley's Love Me Tender on repeat to pick out the notes from my music theory class when we had to write the harmony and bass lines. for Aura Lee, which is the same song. Oh, okay. Yep. My mom's an Elvis Presley fan, and I grew up listening to my parents' 45s. Not until I was old enough to get approval to play them, mind you, but I did. They never played them, so why couldn't the kids enjoy them? And yeah, I mean, I was very, very careful with my parents' 45s. That was their music collection from when they were in high school. And then there was I don't even know what to call that, the kind of almost hillbilly. Um, I can't really come up with the name. I can't think of what it was called, or it's still called the same thing, but I can't think of the right word. That my dad had on LPs from when he was growing up. I really liked Roven, but I can't find any of his music anywhere. Rockabilly, that's it. Thank you. Oops, that stitch just fell apart. Don't know what happened there, but that wasn't right. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, only picked up half the stitch. That's what happened. Okay, let's try this again. So, yeah, my musical taste is very eclectic as well. Yep, rockabilly. I think that's the right word. I think it was cooking the rice that made it so humid in here. Because I've already taken off those heavy pants I was wearing, and I'm still hot and sweaty. But I wasn't about to open the window because it's been raining off and on. I have an original 45 of Elvis wooden. I can't read it. It's stuck. But I don't remember the name of the song. All right, so let's go like this. Maybe I can read it over here. Wooden Heart. That's what I thought it was. I have an original 45 of Elvis's Wooden Heart. Man, it was so amazing when I went to Graceland and the room that they had with all of his gold records. The place where he had originally hung some of them. I am not familiar with that song. It was so amazing. My maternal blind grandfather banned rock and roll records when she was with a teen, when she was a teen, but she hid them in plain sight, just didn't play them when he was home. Yep, I'm familiar with that song. Yeah, I'm not either, to be honest, but I know that I've got it because I've got everything that my mother had. Uh, don't forget my mom's still alive. She still has her music, but it's all MP3s or waves. I'm not sure which. I also have a Bobby Darin that he signed in the warm vinyl. Oh wow, yeah. Look, the LPs that I had in my hometown, family home, um, there was only one place to play them, and that was what's the dining room now. It used to be part of the living room, and it was the only turntable that we had. So when it went bad, I didn't have anywhere I could play them. So I finally got my own stereo with a turntable. Wasn't the best. I probably need new needles, but uh, those Rick Springfield records, that LPs that I have, well, I'm going to be playing them here pretty soon. I'm going to pull them out and I'm going to figure out what I need to do with my computer so that set up my USB turntable, and I'm going to put them on my computer. YouTube sent that message twice. I have had multiple screw-ups today in the app, and they wonder why I give up and use the browser sometimes. Oh, that's why it came out twice. Oh, well, no, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. It happens, especially if you're on your phone. Anything can happen when you're doing it on your phone. So I get it. It's okay. Well, I've gotten some done in 49 minutes. Well, I got started late, and I'm sorry about that. My earbuds were the thing they said, the case they sit in was bright red, blinking at me, and I'm like, oh, better plug them in for a little bit. Sounds like fun. I should get a USB turntable eventually. And I have my flash drive, so everything that I do is going to go through the can't think of the name of it, but it's the one that it brings sound into it, audio. There we go. You bring audio into it, and then you can chop it up so that you have this song, that song, that song. You know, because there's the dead space on an LP, right? So you have that dead space. You know, that's where the end of the song is, the beginning of the next one. So you just cut it there, and you name this one by whatever, first, second, third, you know, whatever. And then you just keep doing it like that, and then you have them all as MP3s or waves, which however you want to do it. And that I can't wait. I'm thinking maybe next weekend because I'm not going to buy any groceries next weekend. They're all getting delivered to me. It's been a while since I used the big box store around the block for me for delivery, but I'm like, I can do this. I can make this work. It'll give me more time. It won't use all my energy over the weekend and make me so tired during the work week. And that's a big win right there for me. So yeah, I'm switching over to delivery. It takes a little extra money, but that's okay. I've been doing it for years with Amazon, so why can't I do it with other things, right? Just is. In high school, I had to take my 45 of Russians by Sting, so my teacher knew what I was playing. Yeah? Wow. I used to have a program to cut the tracks on my old computer. I can't think of the name of it, Suzanne. I'll have to send it to you it's on my other computer. I can't think of the name of it. Um, I've used it for years, and they upgrade it, and I have to download the next upgrade, you know. Um, but if I think of the name of it, or when I come up with the name of it, I'll send it to you by email, Suzanne. Just don't use copyrighted music. Well, no, but if I own the album and I'm using my USB to make it waves or MP3s, it's for personal use. It's not something I'm distributing. I have the LP, I'm not getting rid of it, or I have this cassette tape, which it's really hard to do from cassettes, but I have done it. That is acceptable as long as you keep the original. If I have the original to prove that I'm the one that made it, then there's nothing they can do to me because I was using what I have to listen to it on the newfangled things that we listen to our music on nowadays, right? I had to do delivery with my life when my life got turned around. Yeah, I know you did, sweetie. Azure said $55 shipping on an order between 110 and 120. Where the heck are they shipping from, I wonder? Um, I think all of the boxes, the box shipments, I mean, you can't get liquids and fruit, fresh fruits and vegetables. I'm sorry, but that is the way it is. I think they ship all of those from Oregon, but I don't quote me on that. It's just what I think, what I remember reading, and I did go look it up last week after we talked, and I can't remember what I read. I need to remember my Misfits order needs to go tonight. There you go. See, now that's something I'd love to do too, but for now I'm going to stick with what I got. I got it figured out, and I think I know when I'm going to do it. And I'm going to have one delivered Friday night, and then one delivered Saturday about afternoon. I want to be able to sleep in. Saturday is my day to sleep in. This weekend I made Sunday my day to sleep in. And I almost didn't make it downstairs before. I mean, I was downstairs before they brought my order, but I woke up 5 minutes before my order window started, and I freaked out. But then I realized a few minutes later that I'd gotten a message from the store saying that my order was being shopped. And then I got a message a little bit later. I'm like, okay, cool. I have some time. So I sat here and ate some of my smoothie. Uh, and then, but it worked. I had to leave some of my smoothie behind to go downstairs to wait for my order, but it worked. I went downstairs. I got a shopping cart. I waited until I saw somebody that could possibly be my order, and I was told that my order had arrived. And my elbow hurts. Oh, yes, it does. Look at that. That rough patch on the arm of my chair. And only one side is that bad. The other side is fine. Well, that is just, actually, it makes sense. Yeah, that explained it. Misfits gets about 10 plus a $2 surcharge, plus cold pack charge if I don't get $30 of cold pack. But it comes right here by FedEx, no tipping. Yeah, and that's what I think it is, because I don't order that much from them. I only ordered, oh my gosh, it was such a small amount. I think it was, I did order liquids now that I think about it. I ordered 2 bottles of hand soap, no, 2 bottles of dish soap, that's what it was, and 2 bottles of um, toilet bowl cleaner. And fuel cost increases are driving up the delivery costs. Yes, they are, even for the little tea packages that I've been sending out to a few people. And it's nothing about the channel, so you're not missing out, okay? Although I do need to send Suzanne her yarn, because I stare at it every day. I was like, I really need to do that, and I still haven't got it done. I am terrible, Suzanne. Just forgive me, okay? I'll get it to you eventually. I swear, I will. I will. Can you believe that was 2024? That was summer, early fall, or no, that was summer 2024. It was almost 2 years ago. Suzanne, I will get that mailed to you. I just don't know when. I'm being bad. I'm sorry. I'm human. Just forgive me, please. Ah, I even ordered my garden this year, including the soil. All right. I like that. But yeah, everything is going up. Yes, it's been a while. It has. I don't know. I don't know if I have time tonight. So I've got a lot of stuff I got to do. before I go to bed because I got to be up in the morning. Although my hours are 10 to 3:30 this week. So I'm going to try and get that done, Suzanne. This is how bad I am, okay? I was supposed to order my medicine, my prescription. I was supposed to order it Wednesday. I moved it to Thursday. I forgot. I moved it to Friday. I forgot. I looked at it yesterday and said, oh, I better do it tomorrow. I even set a time and I forgot. So I just have to call it in and get it going because I have very few left. FedEx delivers my specialty medication. Very good. So yeah, I've made the change. It's going to be more or less permanent, but I still like to go over and look at Walmart. It's not the same to look at the clothes and the pajamas, that kind of stuff, underwear, socks. You know what I mean. Um, I ordered pots, soil, and seeds myself. I'm starting to feel a bit better, so I'm definitely planning something one way or another. Very good. I love it, everybody. I love that we can share this. Suzanne, do you want me to fire Laura? Laura knows she's bad. Laura apologizes. I will do my best to get it out this week, but it won't be tonight. I mean, I won't get it ready tonight, so it would be tomorrow night at the earliest that I get it ready to go. And I hope that we all can just remember to give each other grace because I know I need it. I'm only human. I make mistakes. I forget things. I'm going to try goji berries this year. Oh, yay! You're going to try growing goji berries? That's awesome. I've eaten white mulberries. I used them in my apple pie crust. I still have some left up there. I'm thinking about throwing them in with some other stuff and calling it a vegan, low-fat vegan trail mix. Low-fat vegan trail mix. Because I need to finish them. I'm not going to make that apple pie anymore. Hopefully it will grow here. Yeah, I hope so. That'll be cool. All right, everybody. I know I started a couple minutes late, but I've got stuff to do. And I hope you all have a great week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my group. And if you're watching on replay, don't forget the thumbs up. Everybody have a great week. Hugs and kisses to you all. Bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So long. Oh, big hugs. I like that. Big hugs and stay safe. Have a great week. Safe week, everyone. All right, here we go. Click. Goodbye.